Anyway, also encourage students to do the right thing, which can keep kids out of trouble. When all of these things are done, teachers won't have to fuss. I can also try to have some new PBIS things, like having a basketball game for everyone to watch, or having our own Wrestle Olympics. I can also try to start a reading club where you can have reading contests, practice reading, and discuss books. Just think of all I can do if you vote for me. The choice is up to you, so vote for AAE. I'll be the VP that you need to be. Now that's what the buzz is about. Buzz!
This is adorable. No.
Final candidate for Vice President is Donald Lewis.
I think I should be vice president because I am smart, cool, and I can get the job done. Remember, if you want to be cool, vote for Donald.
Finally, we'll hear speeches for president. The fifth grade student who is elected president presides over student council meetings, school assemblies, and acts as a liaison between the student body and the school administration. Our first candidate for president is Riley Lipsau.
Hi, my name is Riley Broussard, and I'm running for president of our Woodlawn Club. I know that many of you have heard speeches like this before. Speeches filled with promise after promise after promise. While I would love to stand here and promise that if I'm elected president, I will give you longer recesses and that there will never be any homework assigned again. But let's face it, I can't make this happen. Because I'm not the principal or the teacher and don't make the rules. I know that many of you would love to have a yearbook so you can always remember your wonderful days here at Woodlawn. I too would also love to have yearbooks. What about class pictures? Wouldn't it be great if you could take class pictures? I also know that many of you would love to have more PE equipment. So would I. What I can promise you is that if I'm elected president, I will try my hardest to get yearbooks, class pictures, and more PE equipment. I also promise that if I'm elected president, I will work hard. Another thing I promise to do is that I will do my best to represent you, my fellow Woodlawn clubs, at every meeting and event that I attend on your behalf for student council. Thank you for listening, and please consider voting for me as your president of Woodlawn Elementary. Because voting for Riley is sweeter than a chocolate bar. Thank you. Our second candidate for president is Anthony Joe.
Hi, my name is Anthony Joe, and I want to be your president. I think you should vote for me because I'm loyal and a great friend. I'll talk to Mrs. Carnival about giving 4th and 5th grades 2 recesses back on Fridays for good behavior. I will try and get tutors for students that need them. I will also try and get tablets for our school. I will be your loyal president. I have been on principal's list for most of my time being here. If I wasn't on principal's list, I was on AV honor roll. I have been to almost every PBIS since they had one. I am a man of my word, and I am very helpful to teachers, new students, and government venue people. So vote for me, and I'll make you happy.
Our third candidate for president is Naomi Ortiz.
Good morning, Woodlawn Cubs. My name is Naomi Ortiz from Miss Alonzo's fantabulous 5th grade class. I'm running for your student body president. As a positive and energetic leader, I want to be the one faculty, staff, students, and especially Miss Coordinator depend on. To be your representative at all school functions. With my leadership skills, you will get someone with a passion to make a difference. A few things I would like to see happen would be to create a program to make yearbooks of everlasting memories. And start a gardening program to decorate and brighten up the school. I would also like to encourage your teachers to use
second.
arts and crafts, and special activities for learning instead of using just textbooks. Lastly, I will try my best to get extra recess.
Well, I'm trying to figure that out now.
So remember, being a positive, responsible, and energetic help make a good leader. That's me. So don't be airheads. Choose Naomi for your student body president.
Our final candidate for president is Kate Poole.
Good morning, Woodlawn family. My name is Kate Poole, and I want to be your 2014 through 2015 president. I think I'll do great because I'm smart, funny, and a great leader. But before I try to tell you what I'm going to do in this school, I'll give you some advice. Students, when your teacher tells you to do something, say yes, ma'am, or just do it. If you don't, you'll just get in more trouble. Now, I'll try to get extra recess, but we have to do well, and I need permission for Ms. Carnegie. And for the end of the year, we can get yearbooks. Also, for the end of the year, we can get big cards and give them to our teachers. And we can pick our top 3 teachers and then dunk them. So when it's time to vote, we'll prepare pool.
That concludes our speeches for the 2014-2015 Executive Council elections. Let's give one more big round of applause for all of our candidates. Students, you'll be casting your votes later on this morning. Be sure to keep up with your voting guide. We'll see you at the polls.
Good morning, Cubs. These kids have been working so hard campaigning. Parents, thanks for your support at home, because I know you put in just as much time working on speeches and campaign posters and buying candy, and we thank you for that. Boys and girls, really quickly, we're going to reintroduce each candidate very quickly and what their office is. I'm going to remind you what those offices do. And then Ms. Alonso is going to explain, you're going to have a voting guide in your classroom. Ms. Alonso is going to explain to you. So, actually, Ms. Alonso, why don't you explain that first, and then we'll introduce the candidates as they leave.
All right, when you get into your classroom, you're going to have this ballot, and it's categorized by each 4th grade ambassador and who the candidates are, so on and so forth. Teachers, if you could please play the student council videos that are on the share drive to let the students reacclimate with the candidates that and have them mark this, that would really expedite voting. So thank you for that, and thank you parents for all of your help.
So, before you go, our historian is a 4th grade office. Historian takes pictures and helps us keep up with pictures for the slideshow, so that you guys get to have so much fun at Spring Showcase. We want to show them the fun we had all year. Our candidates for historian are Ms. Soraya Henderson, Ms. Gabby Gyro, and Mr. Kendra Johnson. Those are your 4th grade candidates for historian. Our reporting secretary is a 5th grade office, and that person takes notes at all of our meetings so that we can remember what we talked about, because you know how forgetful us teachers are. So they take notes for us, and they also assist with the writing of the newsletter article with the newsletter reporter. And our candidate for that is Ms. Nayeli Martinez. And then we have a newsletter reporter who helps write an article each month for the newsletter. They make sure that you and your parents know what's going on with the school. They help Ms. Cornuda compose that newsletter, so they just write one article for us. And your candidates for that are Ms. Paris Ozan and Mr. Malik Robertson. And we have 2 new offices this year, a 4th grade ambassador and a 5th grade ambassador. These students will help greet new students. We've seen people, a lot of from the class. If a kid took kids on tours of the school when they're new and said, hey, here's the playground, this is what we do, this is the awesome music teacher. So, our 4th grade ambassadors will welcome our 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students that come and they're new. And our candidates for that are Miss Kinsley Guidry and Miss Reagan Thomas. And our 5th grade ambassadors will welcome and take kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade students on tours. And those candidates are Mr. Preston Rasco, my 2nd row, stand up. Mr. Preston Rasco and Mr. Luke Womack. Our last 4th grade office is the office of Vice President. They will step in and assist the president anytime the president needs assisting. They also are responsible for helping to run the meetings, and they do a lot of things for the teacher sponsors because we can't do everything by ourselves. Our candidates, 4th grade candidates for Vice President are Miss Adrienne East and Mr. Donald Lewis. And finally, your student body president candidates, they will preside over student council meetings. They represent you in a big way. They help a lot out in assemblies. Somebody that Ms. Cornuda can really depend on. So you want to think about that when you're voting. You want somebody that's a leader and that's going to be your voice. That's going to say, hey, Ms. Cornuda, this is what the 4th and 5th grade classes are really thinking about. This is what the 3rd graders are doing. So you want somebody that's a good listener. Our 5th grade candidates for student body president are Miss Riley Broussard, Mr. Anthony Jones, Miss Naomi Ortiz, and Miss Quinton Poole. Thank you for your time this morning. You were amazing listeners. You'll be voting during your ancillary time. Remember to think and make smart choices. If you'll look to your teachers, they will tell you where to go.
My name is Desiree, and I approve all these messages.